everybody. Hope you're having a fine day. I'm Zachary.
And I'm Antoine.
And today we're going to be making chestnut flour with walnuts cake. But you can also use any other nuts. Live with Breadstone ovens.
Alright, so welcome back. Today is what, day 14, day 15? I think I lost track of it.
Maybe of quarantine cooking.
Maybe of quarantine cooking, yeah. Alright, so Zach, do you have everything ready?
Yes.
So what did you prepare so we can make that delicious cake?
So we're going to be using 125 grams of butter at room temperature,
Okay,
100 grams of all-purpose flour,
right here.
and chestnut flour right
Great.
there to add the chestnut taste. We're going to be using 100 grams of sugar.
Mm-hmm. You want to start mixing it as you
Yes.
said?
So 100 grams of sugar, and then we're going to put
So first you mix what?
all the dry ingredients,
So your two type of flours,
or 2 types of flour, mix them together,
and then
sugar,
sugar.
and then we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt,
Uh-huh.
2 teaspoons of baking powder,
Okay. good
and
job.
then we're going to use 1/4 cup of milk, so we're going to start by mixing in the other bowl.
So put first your milk and what?
So we're going to put 1/4 cup of milk,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to put 2 eggs.
Okay. Here, you can put the shell in here. And so the reason I picked that recipe is because in Europe, chestnut flour is actually quite easy to find, and to my surprise, while some stores were out of regular flour, you could find chestnut flour. And so I thought, hey, I love that recipe. It has a very full taste. It kind of has a taste of the fall a little bit with all the nuts and the chestnuts. So I said, hey, let's try it because it's one of my favorites. So what did you mix? The eggs
So
and the milk?
2 eggs, and then I'm going to add some vanilla extract,
Okay.
and then some butter.
All right, so mix it first. Mix it really well.
Yep.
And then you're gonna put butter. And so you don't want it to be too mixed together, just like when we made the other recipes, like the banana muffin, or when we made the brownies. You don't want to overly mix it. So it's really important to first mix all your liquid. So Zach just did the milk, the eggs, and the vanilla extract.
So
So
then
beat it really well, so it's a little foamy. There we go. And then you can put it into your flour, and then you add the butter.
no, first.
Yeah, it's my recipe, Zachary.
No, but it's in here.
I said all the liquid ingredients first. Because if you put the butter first, it's going to be too soft. So go
Okay.
ahead.
So then you make a
Well,
so where you can put your wet ingredients. So I'm going to pour my wet ingredients,
Okay.
and then do I add the butter next?
Yeah, mix it first.
Mix it first.
And so you will see it's going to become pretty thick. Another option is actually to whip the egg white, and then you first put your milk with your egg yolk into the dry ingredient, then mix the egg white and your butter. But I thought that would be too much work, and I don't have an electric whisk here, so the best is to keep the eggs the way they are and put the butter at the last minute. Do you feel like I played a trick on you, Zachary? By changing the recipe?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, so show everyone how it looks. I think it's looking pretty good.
So it's starting to look like this. There's some.
So let me see here. So if you see, it's thicker, but it's not too thick. So that's because mix it a little bit. You have a few.
What are those called?
What do you call that? Those little pieces of flour that are not really well mixed, and so you just mixed a bit more. Okay, that's starting to look pretty good.
Okay, so then I'm going to add
So put your nuts.
my nuts. Okay.
Here we go.
So butter.
You can clean your whisk and use the spatula right there to mix.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You can also just tap it gently on the side. That's going to make everything fall nice and gently. Okay, so one thing we forgot to say, we want to preheat the oven at about 350, 375. We don't want it too hot because there's a lot of sugar in there. And the more sugar you have, the less temperature you want in the oven. So 350, 375. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then you can put, yeah, here, I took that for you.
So then I'm going to start mixing with the spatula.
Yeah. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can put in your butter. So you see that's still fairly soft, and that's what you want. You don't want it to be too thick.
Like peanut butter.
Like peanut butter? It's a little softer than peanut butter.
So then you're going to add your butter.
Very good. And so the butter, room temperature, and we diced it up. So it's going to be easy to fold it into the recipe without it completely melting in the recipe.
So there we go. So I'm going to start folding.
Yeah. So folding is really when you scrape the bottom and then you bring the batter over and you don't mix through like you would with a whisk, but just folding over and over, and turning the bowl like Zach is doing is pretty ideal because it allows you to mix nicely without leaving any patches that haven't been as well mixed with all the ingredients. So while Zach is doing that, one little trick that I learned from my grandmother, if you don't have a lot of butter, you can use the paper used to wrap the butter, and you just put it in the dish, and then you just rub it against, and that's going to oil your pan just perfectly. You rub it, make sure you get the corners really well. Often is where we tend to miss the spot. It's tiring. I think that's looking pretty good.
Yep, it's looking pretty good. So then
we're going to put that here. Make a little bit of room so everybody can see. Let me help you?
Yep, so
What do you want me to do? I hold it or I scrape it?
hold it.
Okay.
So we're going to pour
The batter.
the batter into this pan.
And so you can put it also in muffin molds if you want. But I didn't bring them today. So we'll just use the metal pan that we use for the brownies. Get the sides really well.
Yep. The moment of
Truth.
silence.
Oh yeah, it's really quiet. Okay.
So-
You did a good job just getting everything. Okay, so just like the brownies, that's a recipe that's really quick and easy because you just need to mix everything, put it in the pan, and the longest part is actually just baking it. So what are you doing now, Zachary?
So I'm trying to spread it equally. Oh, there's some butter.
Oh well, it will melt into it.
So I'm going to spread it equally among the pan so it all cooks evenly.
So you spread it nicely. What you can do also, you can tap the pan a little bit. That will help. There we go.
No, not
No,
really.
that didn't help. Okay, it's not going to be perfect. Zach is a perfectionist. He tends to want to make sure everything is just right, that it is the measurements or spreading out the batter in the pan. But sometimes you have to let time do things. Okay, yeah, you don't want to leave any. You could be leaking that, you know, if you leave it on. No, not excited.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Oh, we're good.
So you lick the stuff and then put it in the oven then?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll close the door. So here we go, it's in the oven. So again, you can use a regular oven, no need to use a wood-fired oven for that. Again, we use this one, just the residual heat, no fire, just the heat stored into the masonry. But if not in your regular oven at home, it's perfectly fine. Again, thanks for watching. If you want to,
Thank you.
if you want to go to our website, redstoneovens.com, you have all the recipes. I've been putting pretty much all the videos, all the recipes online now. This one is going to be next. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to email us. We get a lot of private messages with a lot of good questions. So thank you to all of you for watching and contacting us. And again, we'll see you tomorrow.
And we'll send pictures of the final result.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Have a great day.